Hey guys, here's a good one for you. This one I actually picked up. Oh, it's been a while. Just never got around to messing with it. This is an old blast from the past. This is a 1983 Toro TC 300. And hopefully she'll run. I did cheat, jumped ahead when we first picked it up and brought it home. I think this was back in, had to be July when I picked this up at the thrift store. And it was half off. How much was this thing? It was at Tuesdays with their half off sale, so it was $12.12. That would have put it at $6.06. And it was all complete. Didn't realize how old it was when I got it. And I took it, and when I brought it home, I put gas in it, see if it leaks. So I mean, it's got just a little bit of two cycle in it, and cranked her a few times. Didn't want to start. Shot it with some starting fluid, and it started up and died. So it just got set to the side. Got other stuff I had to do for other people, and so it's been sitting out there ever since in the shed. And brought it in to tinker with and see if we can get it going. Yeah, the bad part about this one is 32-to-1 on the mix ratio, which I do not have any 32-to-1. I think the closest I had at the time, I just put a little bit in it, and I'll have to drain that out, and that's 40-to-1 that's in it now. So it'll run off of it, but it's definitely not the best thing for it. I always try to run, whatever it calls for. So that'll come out, and it doesn't appear to be leaking fuel. It's a gravity fed. It has the bigger fuel line. It just comes down, runs straight to the carb. So it's either, maybe it's not getting fuel, the plug gauge. I mean, it's definitely been sitting a while. I mean, it's full of cobwebs and everything else. And it actually did have an air filter on it. The air filter port's down here, the air filter and the choke and all that. I just took the cover off and the air filter off of it, and she's a little dirty, but I'll get her apart real quick and see what we're dealing with. It appears it's just looks like a bunch of old Phillips screws, and everything will split apart. It'd be kind of cool if it runs, being that old, but we'll dig into her and check her out here, and shall return. Oh, we got her apart. That's a lot of screws. Got 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 screws. Split that case. There's the carb. If you guys can see that or not, but it's got, this gasket's definitely seen better days. It looks like it's supposed to have an opening here and an opening here. That one's kind of open. This one looks like it's plugged up. The fuel line, you can see it here. Get over here, you can see it. It just snakes down around. Tank up top. It's just gravity fed, comes down and around. It had a little bit of fuel left in the line from there was some in the tank, so it's definitely getting fuel. It must just not be passing through that old carb. Now the trick's going to be, I don't know if we can get this cleaned or not. So I looked on Toro's site, and naturally, as old as this is, there is no support left. So I don't know if, I don't know if you can find them on eBay or something. Good Lord. As far as gaskets and stuff go, and when I shot it with starting fluid, it did fire. It didn't try to run, but it did fire. So it's definitely getting spark. Get out of here. So I'm hoping it's just a carb issue. Oh yeah, that thing is super cruddy. Which I guess, as old as this thing is, 83, that's got some years on her. Well, looks like there is some gas in the carb. So one of the passageways maybe is just blocked off. It's definitely got a little bit of fuel in it. It's got the old screen in it. Just soak that little bit of gas up. See this, old as this is when, oh, I wish I'd have had a sonic cleaner. You can see the, all through there, it's got crud all over it. Down in the chambers, you can see, well, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but there's definitely crud everywhere in this dude. So I don't know. Ooh, stuff is in there. So it'll take some cleaning. And I will look though to see if the carb is still available for this, as old as it is. Possibly, I guess. Take this one off and see what we got. Could try, I got to go to the store tomorrow after work, get some, maybe some carburetor cleaner, carburetor fuel injector cleaner, possibly try to soak it, see if that would help. Yeah, she's on there. See if I can even get it apart without screwing up a gasket. There we go. At least one part's clean. Man, I don't know. Yeah, guess maybe it is coming off. Can't believe this thing's coming apart. It's like everything's still functional on it. I think maybe we'll get away with just giving it a good bath. It doesn't appear that it's ever been apart before. So everything is moving freely. Spring's still good. Get that needle out. So far, so good. Even that gasket, the gasket's still good too, no cracks. Let's see if that piece will pop out. Yeah. Hopefully, without breaking something. She's been setting a little bit. Yeah, that one's rock hard. Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of dirt in it or something, but came out of it. So what we'll do is try to give this carb a bath. Some of the pieces are definitely dirty, so odds are some of the chambers are plugged up, not letting everything flow right as far as air fuel mixture or any kind of flow whatsoever. Well, at least the screws are turning. But I'll do my best to get it cleaned up. We'll throw it back together. And I have to get some fuel. We'll do some 32-to-1. Get that cleaned up and hit it again. Well, we've got her back together. I took the carb out, cleaned it up the best I could, and put it back in. And got online. There is no any kind of aftermarket support for this thing. It's just way too old. And I really don't. I think this one's going to be a fail. That carburetor's in pretty rough shape. I tried all of Toro on their website. No one carries anything for this, which you got to expect that. I mean, it's from the early '80s. Even on eBay, the only thing I could find on eBay was the new air filter for it and the trimmer head, and that was it. Nothing. And which you got to kind of expect that. It's old. But we'll still give it a try. Anybody needs the model number, it's, if you can see it or not, 51603. According to the serial number, it is from 1983. So we will take it outside and see what happens. I honestly don't think it'll run, but hey, we tried, right? And so we'll get it out here and we'll see what happens. Alright, here we go. I got, I'm not waiting until tomorrow to get 32-to-1. So I don't have anything that takes 32-to-1 besides this. Nothing I can remember anyway. So it's got some, I think it's 40-to-1. Put some fresh 40-to-1 in it. It's got a new plug in it. And I don't think this thing's going to run anyway, but we'll give it a shot. Now the carb on this is in the front. It does not have a primer ball. This thing's like too old school, so I know it is getting fire, so we'll shoot it with a little bit of ether and see what happens. Hopefully it'll wake her up. But we'll see anyway. But so like I was saying, there is no support out there I can find online for this. I can't remember which way's choked, which way ain't. I'm saying, I think this thing, if it had a carb, it'd run. I really do. It's a shame there's no. I looked all over Toro's website. Everything is, of course, discontinued because of the age. I can't remember which way's choked. I think that's choked. That's off, I believe. But even looked on some small engine shops. Got on Google. Nobody can get anything. Oh yeah. Tell you, if it had a carb, it'd run. Can't even get a basic gasket kit online for it. It's a shame. Yeah, so it's. I think the gaskets only had the carb apart. The gaskets in there, how they got the little. I should have showed you guys the little pieces in there. They. go up and down. It's like open and closes the chambers and all that. They're real stiff instead of being flexible to work right. And so it's, I'm telling you, if it had a carb, it'd run without a doubt. Yeah, so I ain't gonna say I kill myself with it and waste your time. So if we had a carb, she'd run, man, I'm telling you. But it's a shame. It's an old classic. Toro TC 300, 1983. It's a shame I can't get a carb for it, but I won't give up on it. I'll keep my eyes open. You never know. You might come across one somewhere that's, you know, sitting in a thrift store with a busted shaft or something like that. So yeah, that's where we found this one at, which, you know, most of our trimmers and stuff come from the local thrift stores. So it's you never know, we might come across another one of the other ones that has a, you know, an issue down on the other end, and with a good motor, you know, between the two we can make one good one. But gave it the best shot I could without a carb, or at least a rebuild kit. I'm out of luck. But with that, we'll put her in the shed. I ain't going to just pitch her in the trash. I'll throw it in the shed and hang on to it for a little while longer and see if we happen to come across one. It's the only one I've seen since I've been messing with these things. But we'll keep our eyes open. And thanks for watching, guys, as always. And make sure you subscribe, share, and like, and all the good stuff, and help us get this channel going. And hopefully here very shortly we'll have some stuff coming up on one of these trucks. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.